Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Just want to make a short educational video for everybody in Discord today. Um, I think it's very important to understand, and you know, I would like to make a group of super traders in Discord because because all the guys in Discord are really good. They're good guys and they put in a lot of effort and good traders. But everybody can improve, and the better in my view, the better we can make the traders in Discord, the more money we're going to make. So, I mean, in an ideal world, we can all become super traders and understand the markets and trade together and use all of our knowledge put together to make more money in the markets. So, like as Maria said last night, it's better to be able to make your own trades, and he's 100% right. And if you can make your own trades, it is easier to it's better to find your own entries and stuff in the long run. But understanding the markets is key, and if we can all teach each other and work off each other, I believe you guys can get to that point where you're confident to make your own trades and stuff. So with that said, I just want to show you this technique, and I want you to understand it fits in very well with the bear flag strategy. And you really need to study that bear flag strategy and study the PDF, because the bear and bull flag PDF. But this is very important, and this is just a very, very simple technique that I've learned and used over the years. So I just want to share it with you. You can see this inclining support here. An inclining support in the market is a weak support. Even though at the time, where is my list? Okay, even though at the time I said this was going higher and I made money on this going higher, but we had inclining support. But because we had the ascending triangle, you know, I had thought that we were going higher, and we did do that, and we made money on it. But in the back of my mind, I was always thinking about this inclining support. Uh, Sorry, I just want to delete this because I don't want anybody getting confused, because we're really focusing on the inclining support here. And you can see after the inclining support, which is weak support. Inclining support is weak support. Always remember that. And what happened? I mean, price just cut through that like hot butter. And I'm going to show you other examples. Now, you can see here declining. When this was declining, this had the characteristics of a bull flag. We are declining support. Declining support is strong support in the markets. Now, of course, there's times when it bucks the trend and it doesn't work out, but this is generally what happens. And I want to show you. I want to go back and just show you more examples. We can we can look at these all day. There's so many examples. We have inclining support here, and the bear flag strategy. First high was taken out. What happened? Boom, dropped, and very minimal risk to trade this. Again, we had the drop, inclining support. What happened? We pierced the first highs on the bear flag strategy. Boom, dropped. Again, inclining support, pierced the first highs, dropped. Now, I'm not saying you always have to pierce the first highs, but the emphasis on this video is mainly on inclining support. But it is also, you need to understand that it sets up the trade a lot of the times, and it sets up this bear flag strategy, especially in a bear market. You can see these, and very low risk. You can short these, and you can make money time and time over again, hand over fist. Now we'll just keep going along here, because there's quite a few examples here. I just want to show you, and here's a bigger one. You can see this bigger one, longer inclining support, and we generally get a larger drop off that, and you can see it actually did drop quite a bit. So the longer the inclining the inclining support, the further you usually fall. Like you can see here, it's relatively short inclining support here. We had a relatively short drop. We had short one here, relatively short drop, and the same here. So you know, so the length of it matters. The length of the inclining volume or inclining support matters, because that'll usually determine the distance it's going to drop. Again, here, this was relatively short. We had a relatively short drop. Again, relatively short, a relatively short drop. Okay, now here's where things make it a bit more interesting. Again, you can see this relatively short, but we had a big drop. Okay, but just let me again here at the 6,000 level, you can see this inclining support. We rolled over and we failed a move higher, got underneath the moving averages and could never recover. And then the moving averages pushed price down, and you know what happened? It fell 50%. Again, this is a larger inclining support. And what happened? Well, we got a drop. It wasn't quite as big a drop as it could have been, but because this support was huge, this was massive support down here at the 6,000 level. So that did prevent it from going lower. But you can see the inclining support, it eventually rolled over and came down. You know, this mightn't be the greatest example for the bear flag, but it's still a very good example, because you put the first high in, you mark your line, price exploded through it. And if you look for a short up here, a short opportunity up here, if you looked for that, I mean, and you would have had to have patience, and then you would have finally got that drop. So the technique worked. If you believed in the technique and had patience, you know, the technique works time and time again. It's just the chop sometimes fakes you out, but you've got to understand it really works. Here's another example. Inclining support. What happened? And it's a large inclining support. And what happened? We got a huge move down. Now, this was a crazy move down, but it doesn't matter. We had that inclining support, and what happened? It crashed. So there's just a couple more examples, and then I want to talk about another important thing. So you can see again here, inclining support, we had this very good drop. Again, inclining support, pierced above the first highs, had a very good drop. I mean, you can short this. It's like a 1% risk, and I don't know what you're making on that. I mean, where's my little tool here? We'll even just go from the line. I mean, you could probably short at 1% risk to make 13 risk reward. I mean, you literally can make money hand over fist if you wait for these patterns. And this is why I'm trying to get it through to people. If we can work together on this and find these patterns, and you know, we can make a lot of money together. And the more people looking out for these patterns, the more money we will make. So I'm just emphasizing that, guys, because I think it's very important. You know, and I don't have to go through every one of these, but I just wanted to show you how important it is. Look at this market. Like, I mean, there's so many decent trades. This is a 12-hour chart, by the way, and you know, it happens time and time again, and it drops. Inclining support drops, inclining support drops, inclining support drops. Large inclining support, we had this huge run down. I mean, if you shorted at the top, you understand we're below the moving averages. You do not have to sell until price even gets back above the 50. So, you know, if you did short this up here, well, anywhere up here, you know, and understand that there's a 40% drop there after this incline broke. So, you know, you can test it for yourself, but you see inclining support in the market is weak support. Understand that, guys, is very important. A couple other things to finish off this video. Look at this inclining support at the 6,000 range. What happened? Inclining support becomes weak support. Over time, it becomes weak support. You know, there might be 1, 2, 3, 4 touches off it. It doesn't matter. It's generally weak support. And what happened? We got a 50% drop off it. So, very important to understand, guys. And the better traders we become, the more money we're going to make. So here we are again, guys. And I do think this market is going to go to new lows at some point. What do we have here? Look at this. I mean, we have inclining support. and this may touch it again. It may touch it again. You know, I don't know how many touches we'll get, but eventually it's probably going to break, and we're going to break down. Now, what I will say is, if this is the top, this is a sign of a very weak move to the upside, and this tells me if this is the top over the next 3 months. Now, I don't think it is. I think we can go higher again. I've got targets of, um, I know you guys know, but my first target is here at 4,400, and my second target is up here. Now, if we can get to 4,400, that's still a sign of a weak move. And for me, if we can only get here in the next few months, if that's the high, Bitcoin can drop substantially. And down, my target then is down between 1 and 2,000 if we cannot get past the 4,400. Now, if we get to the 5,200, there is a chance. I still believe we're going to go to new lows, but there is a chance that we go to possibly even 3,000, and then the bull market will resume. But the move higher depends how far we're going to drop. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully that helps you all in your trading, because as Marius said, it's very good to be able to find your own trades and take your own trades, and he's 100% right, and I would like everybody to be able to do that. I'm happy to guide people, but I'm also happy for you guys to present me with opportunities. You know, I can't see everything in the market. I've got a girlfriend and a life to live as well, so it's hard to find all these opportunities. But there's times when you guys can present me with opportunities, just like I help you. So, you know, we can pay each other back in a way, and we work together. And I truly think that is the best way to, so we can all make a lot of money in this market. So I hope it all helps. And if you've got any questions or anything, just hit us up on Discord. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.